What's up, guys? JP here. This is going to be day 19 in my 31 days of horror. Um, I just finished watching The Loved Ones, and I rented it, and my grandpap also rented Rosewood Lane. So I figured I'd watch that one now and do both of them in one night since I still am behind on the 31 days of horror. It's here, and what the hell? I guess I'll watch it. Rosewood Lane. It's a Victor Salva film, which I'm not going to go into his past or anything. You can look that up, but I don't like the dude. I think he's a scumbag, but I do like some of the movies he's made. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 I thought were really great, and Clown House back in the day, back in the 80s or whatever, whenever it was released, I liked that one too. Um, but Rosewood Lane, I really haven't heard many good things about. I haven't heard much, and I don't know much about it, but I think I remember hearing people say it wasn't very good. So whatever. I'll check it out. I ain't really got nothing else. Well, I guess I do have other things to watch, but might as well watch it since my pap rented it. Um, yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys after I watch it. Okay, guys, so Rosewood Lane, the movie was made in 2011. It follows the character of Sonny Blake, who is played by Rose McGowan. She's kind of a talk radio psychiatrist lady. She moves back to her hometown and back to her old house where she grew up because her father died, and she decides to move back in. And there's a paper boy who's pretty weird and supposed to be creepy, and stuff basically goes from there. This movie to me just it really just a lot of it was just didn't work. A lot of things in this movie really didn't work. It seemed kind of pointless, and the characters seemed all of them really seemed so clueless to what was going on around them. A lot of them didn't act how I think a normal person would act. The Rose McGowan character, Sonny Blake, she has like kind of a troubled past where I guess her father was kind of a violent alcoholic, and she keeps going back and forth. To me, it seemed like, and 1 minute she would, you know, hate her father in certain ways, and the next minute she would be, all sad and trying to figure out if his death was an accident or somebody, killed him. It didn't feel genuine, really. I don't know if it was Rose McGowan's acting or if it was the script or the direction or a combination of, things, but it just didn't come off genuine, and a lot of things didn't work. I mean, there was some, I guess, creepy moments, barely a few. The Paperboy also didn't work. He wasn't a very good villain. He didn't seem creepy. He was very forgettable. Um, I just couldn't really get into this movie. This movie almost felt like it had some potential, though. I will give it that. I mean, I guess the idea was kind of cool if they just did it a little bit better. From the guy who made Jeepers Creepers, you would think that it would be more scary because Jeepers Creepers was a pretty creepy movie. And this movie's kind of hard to even review because it never really felt like anything was happening besides characters being clueless and not really doing anything about what was going on in the movie. Um, it, I, One of the high points of the movie for me was when Lin Shaye showed up. Um, I really like Lin Shaye, and she just had a really small part, but at least it was something. Besides like the few creepy moments, and Lin Shaye, and some of the cinematography was actually pretty decent. There's really not much to grab onto in this movie. It's pretty boring. It's pretty slow. It's just a bunch of blah. It's it's just everything just seems so pointless, and even the ending, like I didn't really care for the ending. Um, you know, it just it didn't really a lot of things just didn't really work and make sense, and a lot of plot holes and stuff. But I don't know, this is probably one of the worst movies I've seen, during this month, and I've been watching a lot of things I've never seen before, so I would give this movie a 2 out of 5. I don't even, I'm not even sure if I'd pick this up in the $5 bin or anything. I just really didn't care for it at all. Um, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I would probably avoid this one. Wasn't very fun.